Let's try a little thought experiment. Imagine you've spent 40 years of your life building a business. All the sweat, all the risk, all the smart decisions. That was all you. It's a huge success. But then I tell you that someone else, someone who never showed up for work, not even once, has a legal right to a massive chunk of it. Well, today we're talking about how to buy out that exact kind of silent partner from your retirement. So let's just cut right to the chase. If you've been diligently saving in a traditional IRA or a 401k, you've got to ask yourself this really important question. Who secretly has their name on the deed to your nest egg right alongside yours? And there it is. Your silent partner is the IRS. And no, that's not just a clever phrase. Think about it. Every single time you got that nice little tax break for a pre-tax contribution, you were essentially shaking hands on a deal that gave the IRS a future claim on your money. It was a partnership, and believe me, the bill for their share is coming due. So yeah, let's get formally introduced to this partner. They've been very, very quiet, never offered any advice, never helped you weather a market downturn. They're just sitting back, patiently waiting for the ink on the contract to dry, which in this case means waiting for you to turn 75. Because that's when they start calling the shots on how much of your money you have to take out. And what kind of stake are we talking about here? Well, it can be around 30%. Let that sink in for a second. 30% of the entire business you built over a lifetime. Suddenly, this problem feels pretty real, doesn't it? This is exactly why you have to understand the rules of this partnership. Now, you might be thinking, okay, fine, I'll just leave it alone and not touch it. But that is probably the most dangerous thing you can do. See, there's this little thing called the required minimum distribution, or RMD for short, and it's basically a ticking tax bomb. The longer you wait, the bigger the explosion, because your partner's power just grows and grows. Let me walk you through an example. Let's say you've done an amazing job. You retire at 60 with a very healthy $2 million sitting in your IRA. You're thinking, great, I'll just live off some other accounts and let this bad boy keep growing. And it does. At just a modest 5% annual growth, by the time you're 75, that $2 million has ballooned into over $4 million. That sounds awesome, right? Well, your silent partner thinks so too. They've just been sitting there, watching this pie get bigger and bigger and, sharpening their knives. Because the day you turn 75, they make their move. The government forces you to take your first RMD, and in this case, it's a whopping $169,000. And it doesn't matter if you need it or not, it's coming out, and every single cent of it is taxable income. And here's the absolute trap. That massive forced withdrawal on top of your Social Security or any other income can literally push you into a higher tax bracket in retirement than you were in during your peak earning years. Your silent partner played the long game perfectly. They waited for your business to double in value, then forced you to sell a piece at the highest possible price. So what on earth can you do about it? You fight back. And you do it with what we're calling the 15-year buyout plan. You see, that period between when you retire, say at age 60, and when the RMDs start at 75, that's your golden window. That's when you can use strategic Roth conversions to take back complete control. This timeline right here, this is your strategic map. During these 15 years, you're in the driver's seat. Your taxable income is typically at its lowest point, which means you call the shots. This is your time to systematically move money from that traditional pre-tax IRA over to a Roth IRA, paying the taxes on your own terms in the lowest brackets you can. And here's the magic. Every single dollar you convert is a dollar you are buying back from the IRS. The moment that money lands in the Roth IRA, their ownership stake on it drops from 30% all the way to 0. Poof, gone, permanently. You've just fired your silent partner from that part of your business. Okay, but I have to be clear. This buyout plan, it's not as simple as just filling out a form. This is a delicate operation. There are financial landmines all over the place that can completely wreck your strategy if you're not paying close attention. Precision is everything. We're going to focus on 3 of the most critical traps to watch out for. First, when you decide to take Social Security can totally change the game. Second, this nasty thing called the IRMA cliff that affects your Medicare. And third, a really painful trap that many people don't see coming, the survivor's tax penalty. All right, first step, IRMA. It's a mouthful. Income-related monthly adjustment amount. But what it really means is a surcharge on your Medicare premiums. And the word you absolutely have to remember here is cliff. This is not like a tax bracket. If your income, including those conversions, goes over a certain line by even $1, bam, your Medicare premiums can suddenly jump by hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year. Next is the survivor's penalty. And honestly, this one's a heartbreaker. When one spouse in a married couple passes away, the survivor's tax status changes to single. This essentially cuts their tax brackets in half. But the RMDs from that big combined IRA, they can stay just as high. It's a recipe for a financial nightmare. So you have to think of this buyout plan as more than just tax strategy. It's a way to protect your loved one. Okay, so we've talked a lot about the why and the what. Now let's get into the how. It's time to move from theory to action. We're going to give you a clear 4-step mission to start taking back your retirement from your silent partner. All right, here is your mission briefing. Step 1, you have to calculate your future RMD. Don't guess, use the official IRS tables and find out the actual number you'll be facing at age 75. Step 2, analyze your tax brackets right now. Find the empty space, that room you have to do conversions while staying in a low bracket. Step 3, model your Social Security. Figure out how claiming at different ages will eat into that empty space. And finally, Step 4, mind the guardrails. Know exactly where those IRA cliffs are and treat them like a hard red line you can't cross. So here's the bottom line. You can't just fire the silent partner, but you can absolutely buy them out. You just have to be strategic, and you have to start now, before that 15-year window of opportunity starts to close. So the question I want to leave you with is this: how much of your future does the IRS currently own?